Well, this YouTube is dedicated to all of those that were at the Garlic Festival. I get it. When you say Garlic Festival, a shooter, injured people, deceased, I feel you. When you think Garlic Festival and then you think Country Festival and then you say, go figure. Out in the open, families are out having a great time. The struggle is real. So it's like an event that you can go to and have a great time with your family. There's nowhere that you would be thinking a shooter or someone will be at this event to harm you. This was a plan, this was a thought out event. It wasn't like the person, or I can't put words into that person's head, but let's just go there. It wasn't like you just woke up that morning and said, this is what I'm going to do. You planned this event where you were able to get massive amount of people together at one time. And certainly you didn't think you were going to walk out of this. So you knew that this would be your last day. What? I'm going to just take out as many people as possible. At the age of 19, you are just beginning to live. You're just getting out of high school. Who are the parents? Where was this child? Were there any signs? Enough is enough. This particular YouTube, like I said, is for the families. And those of you that were affected, they could have been your friends, your co-workers, or your loved ones. At this time, if you are a friend of someone that was there, they need you. They do not know how to tell you that they need you. What is happening right now is they are still processing what actually took place. Then it becomes to the, well, what if? What if I could have moved this way? It wouldn't have happened. What if I would have slowed down a little bit and helped somebody else? Maybe it wouldn't have happened. What if I didn't go to the restroom at that time? So many what ifs start going through your head. What if I didn't go? My mom didn't want to go. My girlfriend didn't want to go. My spouse didn't want to go. I forced her to go. This is now when the mind just starts playing tricks on you. The what if. If you were there, the first thing you need to do is figure out how you can call victims of crime. I'm sure they have a crisis hotline number, and put yourself in therapy immediately. Do not wait 4 months, 6 months thinking you're going to be okay. I'm telling you what I know as a survivor of the Las Vegas massive shooting. If there was anything that I could have done differently, is I should have took my butt to therapy right away. Some EMDR therapy. There are some bio tappers that you can get, because let me tell you, you are now going to be a part of that little category, the PTSD. You may have a nightmare. You don't know what's going to trigger. There's going to be fear of going to the next event. So as soon as possible, try to get back out and get back to some kind of normal. When I look at my life and look at my situation now, I totally isolated myself for the first 10 months. Not good, because I've had time for a whole lot of not good stuff to settle in. I know you're going to get to a point where you're going to be tired of hearing people say, I'm going to pray for you. I was ready to slap the next person that said they were going to pray for me. So I know how you feel, and I know what you're getting ready to go through. Today is Tuesday, so it's only been 72 hours. The faster you can get into therapy, the better you're going to be. You may think that you are okay right now. Maybe you are today. You are putting things in position for tomorrow. So I strongly encourage you to find out where you can go for therapy, not just for you, for your spouse, for your loved one, anybody that was in your circle the time of the incident. Now, if you have family members at home and they were not there, they need to go to counseling with you in a group therapy so that they can learn how to support you. As time has gone on, people will forget and move on with their lives. You will not forget. You will not forget the sound. You will not forget the sound of the gunshots. You will not forget the sounds of people stepping and running and knocking over stuff. You will not forget the cry. You will not forget seeing the blood. So all I can do is one survivor to another tell you that you had to see and that you had to go through what you are with you. But my prayer for you is that you go ahead and you get some help and you get some counseling. So no matter what they say to you, you're going to be okay. You know, people want to come and give you a fake hug or a fake pat on the shoulder. They want to try to embrace you. You have to remember that people that have not gone through such an ordeal don't know what to say to you. And sometimes they will say the wrong thing because they don't know what to say to you. Or sometimes they may not even say anything to you, or they may not even call you because they don't know. We have a tendency to just say, God is good. God don't make no mistakes. You gonna be okay. You're strong. You remember that other thing you went through and you came out that okay? You're going to get through this. But when you're on that side and you are a survivor going through this, that's the last thing you want to hear. And I get it. So this is just a quick shout out from one survivor to another survivor. If I was you, what would I do right away? And what I would do right away is find myself a therapist for individual therapy and then find group therapy, because you're going to find yourself talking and socializing and getting together with other people that were there at the event, because you're going to feel like those that weren't there, they don't know where you're coming from. Well, they really can't feel sincerely where you're coming from. So you're going to find a new group of people that I call survivors. I have a whole new crew of people from Route 91. I am bothered that the shooter purchased a gun in Nevada. I'm bothered by that, but it takes more than me to make change, more than me to make a difference. So he followed all of the protocols. I mean, at 19, what kind of background would you have not to be able to buy a gun? But the question is, why did a 19-year-old need that specific gun? A 19-year-old Why did a 19-year-old need that type of gun? Then you have our politicians here saying that we're going to reach out, we're going to do what we can to help California. Well, let me tell you about that. It sounds really good, but if the politicians are not helping the survivors in Nevada, I'm not sure how they're going to help you in California. Is that making sense? So if you watch video number 81 or 82, I mentioned to you that there was no help, financial help, for survivors of the Las Vegas massive shooting. We are 20 months later and we have no financial support. So when Nevada says they're going to reach out and they're going to help you, please don't hold your breath. I'm still holding mine. There was something that came out from the Vegas Resiliency Center 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago, that they were going to help survivors. You were going to be able to get $500, $1,000, but then at the end of the day, no more than $2,000 in a lifetime. Guess what? We're still waiting on that. So, California, stand in line. Then there's Route 91 Strong, that's based out of California, was sending what remaining funding that it had in its bank account to Vegas. So if California is going to be helping Vegas financially, how is Vegas going to help you? All I can say is that they need to knock it off because you are playing with people's lives. Knock it off. Get into counseling. That will be the safest, easiest longevity result for you and your family. It is a piece of work to be filling out all this paperwork and not have an advocate or a spokesperson for you. It's a lot. You need to just learn how to take it in and breathe. So when you get upset filling out the paperwork, just put it to the side because you're going to have to tell the story over and over and over, or you just want to push play and rewind. So hopefully you can catch one or two of my videos. Hopefully it helps you. You know, the purpose of me doing the YouTubes and the podcast is to be able to help another survivor. I promise you, I didn't think it was going to be this soon. Be sure to subscribe and tune in on Sundays. You have iTunes. You can go to iTunes, Apple iTunes. It's up under Why Not Me, Shey Johnson, Lishey Johnson, Johnsson, or feel free to email me at Shey, Lishey Johnson @gmail.com. That's Shey Johnson @gmail.com. Peace and blessings over you and your family in your immediate circle. God bless you. You guys will heal. It's just going to take a long time. And don't rush the process. Don't rush the process. Just one day at a time. You want to chit chat? Feel free to email me. Remember, I am a survivor. So maybe I can send you a couple of encouraging words or let you know what type of support that was available for us here. So start with the crisis center and then start with victims of crime. They're everywhere. They're on a national level. So I'm sure victims of crime will assist you. God bless you. Gilroy, strong. Vegas, strong.